The puller that I bought from AutoZone didn't work because the first one I got was way too small. The second one I had to grind and grind and grind right here, as you can see, to make this puller fit. Right here's the puller, and I finally got it to fit, but we'll see how it goes now. Okay, well, I got this loose after a lot of struggle, and then I put this nut on and threaded it on, and then I hammered this and it came loose. Right now I'm taking this thing here loose. So okay, right now I'm going to loosen this caliper, and I'm going to take it off. Well, as you can see, the one over here is different. It's got that middle thing, whatever that is, than this one. So I got to go back to the auto parts store, check it out. I want to say this about some of the people who produce videos on YouTube. They don't tell you the whole story. On this particular build that I'm doing over here, this nut that goes right there, I had to use a huge ratchet along with a pipe to get that off of there. The other thing that I have a real issue with is this bolt right here. That one right there. I had to take the puller and I had to grind, first of all, on both sides, this area right here, to get the puller in. And I had to buy a puller from an auto parts store, and then I had to put it on this bolt here and take it out of where it goes, right there in that little hole. And quite a time getting that off of there, because the puller was not made for that particular type of operation. But anyways, I did get the axle out, and I had to take the caliper off. Here's the caliper. Here are the brake shoes right here. And I did not take all of this stuff off, but I did have to take the caliper off, and I hung it up with wire. That's the usual way of doing things. You can see back there where the axle goes into the transmission. So I got to make sure that all the transmission fluid doesn't leak out of it before I get the axle in. And then the axle, as I showed it is the right one. I had to go back to the auto parts store to make sure that it was the right one. It just does not have a bumper on the middle of it. So anyway, we'll continue on here. All right, here I finally got it together. It's extremely dark out, around 7 o'clock. I had to wrestle and fight to get the other end of it way back there, and I finally got it. This right here, I had to pound on it with this rotor and everything off. I had the rotor off over to the side here, but I had to pound on this end in order to seat it back there. So it's been quite an ordeal. I'm glad it's over. I've got the major part of it done. Now I got to take this caliper, put it back on here, and sew it up.